Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
A pet owner has taken to TikTok to unleash a 6-minute rant after a dog sitter she hired to stay in her house to look after her pooch pretended to sleep over and then lied to her when confronted with the truth. In the video, which has received 1.2 million views, Ellen Tift, 54, who describes herself as a musician and author, explains how she hired the sitter to stay at her home and care for her dog while she was out of town. Tift said her dog, named Happy, is a rescue that suffers from both trauma and separation anxiety, needed someone to be around him constantly. To ensure the best care, Tift claimed to have used a reputable website, hoping that the vetted and rated sitters on offer would be reliable, unlike a previous bad experience she'd had with the friend of a friend. A girl who seemed sweet and promising was hired and reassured Tift that she would love her dog and take good care of him. In the beginning, she mentioned the dog wasn't eating much, which worried Tift, but she tried to remain optimistic. Tift even went out of her way to make the sitter comfortable, offering her a nice guest bed and access to her art supplies. However, Tift soon noticed all was not as it seemed, with the sitter seemingly staying away from the home, while still claiming to be there. She stayed in my house and she had lost her full-time job, and she said, "I'm gonna be able to spend so much more time with your dog now. I just have a feeling," and I checked my security cameras on my porch to see when her car was in my driveway, and I realized that she didn't even stay at my house. Like we're paying for her to sleep in our house with our dog, Tift said in her TikTok. Upon examining footage shot by her security cameras, Tift noticed how the sitter's car wasn't at her house overnight, and how she only seemed to visit briefly during the day. She would arrive at 7:30 in the morning, leaving shortly afterwards and return around 2:30 in the afternoon for a quick 6-minute walk with the dog, before then disappearing once again until the next morning. Concerned, Tift texted her, asking if the dog was waking her up during the night. The dog sitter pretended everything was fine, but when Tift confronted her about her absence, "I'm noticing on my security camera that your car was out of my driveway all night long. It looks like you were only there for 8 minutes, Tift said to the sitter. "Help me understand what's going on here. We had agreed that you would stay overnight and my dog needs people to be around him," she told her. The sitter claimed her Bible studies group overran and then admitted to falling asleep on her couch at her own apartment and apologized for not communicating better. Tift was not satisfied with her explanation and felt she had abandoned her dog. The sitter said that it was out of character for her to not keep an agreement. "I'm like, that's textbook for this is totally my character," Tift said on her video. "Yeah, right, apologizing. I should have communicated better. No, you shouldn't have abandoned my dog. I don't trust her," she went on. Tift then set the sitter some basic tasks and asked her to send a photo of her dog with a specific toy to prove that she was there, and to share her location while she was away. The sitter complied, but Tift felt her promises to regain her trust were insincere. "I downloaded the photos and I looked at the timestamp and it didn't line up with when she was sending it to me," Tift explained. "I said I would like for you to turn on your location sharing with me until I'm back in town, so she did those things, but she's laying all this lip on me." Tift spent an hour on the phone with the dog sitting website's customer service, seeking a replacement for the final 2 days of her vacation. In the video, Tift appears upset as she shares her worries about her dog being on his own for so long. She claimed her pooch looked distressed in the photos the sitter had sent. "I was so mad, I was shaking my dog, and he's like a rescue, and he has separation anxiety and trauma, and I love my dog," Tift said. She went on to say that her vacation was marred by the ordeal, leaving her feeling betrayed and anxious for her dog's well-being.